Want to turn a product photo into a dynamic video banner for your Shopify store? In this video, I'll show you how to use Runway AI to animate a product photo into a video, then add it to your store using the Video Hero banner section that we'll create. We'll cover the Runway workflow, export settings, and how to upload and configure the section in Shopify. Let's get started. And if you're interested in meditation, practicing affirmations, or general wellness, check out my new app. Now you're going to want to log into the account. Just go to runwayml.com and you should be able to log in for a free account. Then you'll just want to click the video option and then make sure you have a good product photo with a background, like a solid color background or no background, so that it can, do its best work. Then there's a few configurable settings. So I'm going to pick the correct dimensions that I think will, span across a desktop browser. So that's kind of my focus. I'm going to make sure I choose that selection. And then I'm also going to give it a prompt. Now this first prompt that I do is going to be cinematic studio background, soft moving light, subtle particles, shallow depth of field, product remains perfectly still. This is a smaller one and it's my first go, so we're just going to see what happens. I'll skip ahead so you don't have to watch this loading bar. Okay, and after it loads, it's not too bad. It took maybe a minute. And we watch it, it doesn't really do much. It just kind of zooms in slowly, not exactly what I was going for. So I'm going to go back to the drawing board, see if I can get a better prompt to make, more things happen. Now I've gone ahead and put together what I think is going to be a better prompt. It's much longer. So it says studio product shot with a locked off camera, behind the product animated volumetric light beam, slow moving light streaks, soft glow. Glowing particles drifting horizontally. It's pretty long, so I won't read the whole thing, but you can kind of get the idea here. I will post all these prompts that I used in a file on the GitHub link in the description so you can see them if you'd like. All right, now let's see what we get out of this one. And this one is a lot better, more of what I was going for, a little more dramatic. And honestly, I'm pretty happy with it. My main thing is that this is something that's going to have to loop, right? It needs to be simultaneously starting and ending so that it just loops over in an infinite loop and it looks good. It doesn't have like a start and a finish. So I'm going to go ahead and refactor my prompt now. So for this prompt, I actually left almost everything the exact same, but I added a line at the very beginning, and that line is studio product shot with a locked off camera. So I'm going to go ahead and submit this and let's see what we get. This one turned out to be pretty cool. I actually like it. It's kind of cool. I wanted a little bit more going on in the background, so I'm gonna try the prompt again and just see if I can get, a little bit more color happening. So on this last effort, and you can see my credits in the corner, those are the credits that you have available. They're starting to go down, so I'm gonna run out of options here. This is just the free tier. But what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna ask it to do a little bit more color in this prompt, and that's what's gonna, make it have this smoky effect, which is more of what I wanted. I wanted something in the background and not just the white screen. So I'm going to be good with this one, and I'm going to go ahead and download it, which you can see as the options there. And now we can add it to our Shopify store. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to create a file in our sections directory. Now you'll see that I'm using my local code editor, but if you don't want to use the Shopify CLI or anything like that, it's no problem. Just come into your Shopify admin, click here, and then you're just going to go to edit code, and it's going to look exactly the same. So what we're going to do is under the sections directory here, we're going to create a new file. And I'm going to call this, you can kind of name it whatever you'd like. I'm going to call it video banner section.liquid. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to copy and then paste all of this code in. I'm not going to spend too much time talking about it, but you'll see that we have like all of our schema settings right here. So these are going to be like the customizable options that we have. And then of course we have a lot of like styles. So this is what makes it look nice and formats the video how we want it, and then shows the text over it. And then this liquid HTML code is where the video and the text is actually displayed onto the screen. So after we save this, we should be able to then open it in our theme editor. Okay, so now I have my theme editor open, and I should be able to go ahead and add a section. And then it's called Video Hero Banner. Okay, so we're gonna add it. And at first it doesn't look like much, but that's because we need to add our video. So I'm just gonna click into it, and then right here, I already have my video, but if you don't, you can just upload it from your computer right here that we downloaded from Runway. And then you're just gonna add it like this. And boom, you'll see it's right there. So the main things that I kind of messed with were this section height, and you can mess with this however you think it looks best with your video and your dimensions. I think for mine, I like this large size for the desktop. And then you'll see if we look at it on mobile, it does kind of like it just has a bunch of white space because we want to keep that aspect ratio of the video and have the full video showing, right? So I added this mobile layout section height. So on mobile, I want it to actually be small, and I think that looks a lot better. And also this will look a lot better when we move it up to be our actual hero. So I'm going to move it up here, and then I'm going to hide the old one. So now it is the hero of our homepage. And again, you can click into it and you can mess with some of these if you'd rather align this stuff on the sides or on the top and the bottom, whatever. Change the color scheme, some spacing and padding, as well as some customizable options. So like the heading, obviously we want to be able to change this. Again, few more options right here. And then same as well for the button, if you want to be able to change that, and obviously like where it links to, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and save this, and now I'm gonna look at my preview. Cool, and it's looking great, so I'm very happy with that. This is what I was going for. Let's check it out on mobile real quick, and if I do so, you'll see it does the correct size that we would like. So I'm pretty happy with this. I hope that this video has been helpful, and if you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and I will see you next time.